The Supreme Court ruling in the blockbuster dispute over whether former President Donald Trump may claim immunity from special counsel Jack Smith's election subversion charges. This ruling gives former President Trump partial immunity for official actions he took while in office. Joining us now to talk about this landmark decision, senior fellow at the Bipartisan Policy Center, Dr. Tevi Troy. It's great to have you on. What does this mean for the scope of presidential power?
Yeah, thanks for having me on, DD. It's a very interesting ruling. But I would say I don't think it really shifts presidential power per se. Presidential power has been increasing over the course of the 20th century, as all four presidents we've had this century, Bush, Obama, Trump, Biden, they've all increased the scope of the presidency with their actions, with their executive orders, with their creation of new departments, with their ignoring sometimes of constitutional limits. But I don't think this actually changes presidential power. It does limit presidential immunity, and I think we needed some clarification on that point, and the Supreme Court did that.
Taking this even further, the ruling says actions taken while in office. So what does this change for Trump?
Some of the cases are less likely to move forward. Maybe the cases about the election or the cases about his use of documents. But it also says, and I think this is important, in Chief Justice Roberts' words, he said that private actions are not immune. They're not subject to immunity. And so I think we really needed to have that distinction.
Tell us further, how could this impact Trump's criminal cases?
Yeah, I think the Jack Smith case, which is the case about the election interference and the one about the documents, I think those cases, I think they have tougher pathways going forward. I don't think this has anything to do with the Alvin Bragg case for the 34 felony convictions. I think it was not the best case to bring forward, and I don't think he would have brought it forward on anyone not named Trump. But I think since that case is A, a state case, and B, already had gone through, I think Trump is going to be subject to whatever the sentencing is on that one.
We have to bring this up. This is fresh on so many people's minds. President Biden's performance clearly weighing on Democrats. Now this ruling, clearly a win for Donald Trump. So how does this impact, do you think, elections come November?
Yeah, I think the debate has more of an impact on the election than the Supreme Court ruling. Biden did not show himself to be impressive on Thursday night. Now, there have been presidents who have recovered from a bad debate performance, including Reagan in '84 and Obama in 2012, and the guy I worked for, Bush, in 2004. All of those people had first bad debates, but then they recovered. The problem for Biden is that the next debate isn't until September, so there's 3 months to cement this bad performance's impression in the minds of the American people. And then the other thing for Biden is, if your age is such that you can't perform, then he may not be able to correct it at all.
So many twists and turns, and this is just another layer to that. Dr. Tevi Troy, thank you so much for joining us on the National Desk.
Thanks, Dee Dee.